Guys, it is Velvette. I am back today to continue to take you along my journey to making my dreams come true, to showing you that there is a beautiful, bright future, an amazing life after abuse, and to help guide you in your journey of healing, to making your dreams come true, to having that amazing life that you deserve and that is coming for you. Today's topic is a spicy one. It is dating after abuse. This is something that for survivors is incredibly terrifying. If you've been there, done that, you know how scary it is to get back out there in the world. But I am here to tell you it is so important to never, ever give up on yourself. Never give up on the world. Never give up on your dreams. At least for myself, a part of what I want in life is to be with an extremely loving, supportive, creative, beautiful, inside and out, incredible guy that would, reciprocate that love and just a beautiful, understanding relationship. That's what I want in life. So why would I give up on that? Absolutely not. If you had any kind of abusive or toxic partner, more than likely they left you in a way, or you left them, or however, that was utterly traumatizing, devastating, very abnormal to what the end of a healthy relationship might look like. At least for me, I was left being told that basically, good luck to me finding someone. That is a horrible thing to say as you're splitting to someone. That is a horrible thing to say. And it is not true. Hold up. To any of you who have been told this, take a step back for a second. Please, this is a time to tell yourself the truth. How did you show up in your relationship? How did they show up in the relationship? I'm sure that you showed up very loving, very supportive, very compassionate, while they sometimes didn't show up at all. And you're lucky if they did show up. Tell yourself the truth. You're going to find love again. I've got a cohesive list of tips to returning to the dating scene after you've been in an abusive relationship. Step 1, step away from dating for a while, please. Please, for the love of God, step away from dating for a while. Like, this doesn't have to be forever, especially if you were in a, more condensed relationship. My relationship was 6 months of hell. And it was intense, it was crazy, it was awful. And it felt a lot longer than 6 months, believe me. Give yourself time. For myself, I kind of wanted to give myself at least a few months. I really ideally wanted to give myself the exact amount of time that I was in the relationship for. I'm glad that things ended up working themselves out so that I was able to take that time and heal first. This doesn't mean that you completely isolate yourself from the dating scene. I'll put it this way. Don't rush into something. I think the wisest phrase that I've ever heard in terms of this is by Mr. Lee Hammock, aka Mental Healness on YouTube. Check him out. He is fantastic. Highly recommend his support groups. To quote him, "If this is forever, why are we rushing?" I do understand that there are some people out there who want children. I do understand that there are some people that feel that time crunch. So you start to feel it a bit more. However, that is a part of the scarcity mindset. That is a part of the doom mindset. And that is a part of the lasting trauma bond mindset. And the lasting terrible things that someone may or may not say to you on your way out the door. So very, very important to step back, take the time to heal. Do not rush into something. You are going to find a worse person. I actually have proof of this. I have almost proof of this. When I got out of my horribly abusive relationship, within a month, I was hanging out with my brother and some of his friends that he wanted to get me out, he wanted to get me socializing, and so did I. I wanted to be around new people. I wanted to start experiencing the world again, little by little, and with my brother there, like, we already share friends, but it was so much more comforting to be able to be there with him as like a safe person that I felt comfortable with, that I felt safe that I felt good with me while I'm meeting new people. One of the people that I met was another narcissist. And it was quite a shock to me because first day of meeting this person, I immediately felt this spark and this connection. And I went, oh my gosh, wait, what? And then within a minute I went, wait a minute. There's something not right about this. Why am I feeling this so fast? Why am I feeling this? And I took a step back and I asked myself, okay, why? Let's analyze this for a second. And I realized this person was acting just like my ex. From that moment on, started really, really paying attention to this person's actions and behaviors. That is a huge way to protect yourself. Pay attention to actions and behaviors. Not the masquerade that they're putting up, not the illusion, not who they want you to see them as, but who they actually are by their actions, by their behaviors. Sometimes words can be telling, but do not go by words. Go by actions and behaviors. I was noticing that this person was putting on a very grand persona, was trying to be the center of attention, was trying to be the hero when there was nothing to save anyone from, was trying to act like the most mature person in the room, was trying to seem better than everyone, had a complex that he was better than everyone. It was so apparent so fast, and I immediately went, oh my gosh, I'm shutting off my emotions from this person. Done. Disengaged. This person was flirting with me and coming on to me, and there was one instance that I was hanging out with my brother again. We were hanging out with another one of his friends and this person again. We were all in this enclosed room, and this person decided to say something that was so wildly inappropriate that the whole room went silent. And yeah, so don't rush into things. If I had not taken that moment to realize there's something wrong here, I need to step back here, I could have very well ended up with potentially a worse person. You don't know. You never know. Who knows? But it was another narcissistic person. I could have ended up with another narcissist if I had rushed into something. Like, that was less than a month after the breakup. So, be careful. Take a step back. Do not rush into another relationship. Do not take people as their personas. Do not take people as their masquerades. Take the time to get to know people. Take the time to get to figure out, is this a safe person? Is this a dangerous person? Is this someone who matches my morals and values and beliefs? Is this not? Is this someone that would be kind to me? Or is this someone who couldn't even do the bare bones and do that? Take your time. Slow down. You are feeling the trauma bond. You are feeling an urgent need to be with someone. Do not give in to that. Recognize it as the trauma bond. Learn about the abuse you went through. Take the time to cry, to have meltdowns, to feel like you're gonna die, like, because you feel like you can't breathe without this person. Sit in the pain. It will pass. You will be okay. You will not be okay if you go back to the abusive person. You will not be okay if you go to a new abusive person. You will have temporary relief, and by temporary, I mean very, very, very temporary relief. Do not fall for the trap. Do not fall for the bait. If they are trying to bait you, that is a whole other conversation for another day, which we will be having because it's very important to recognize all of the bait and all of the hoovering attempts. Hoovering is when a toxic or abusive person tries to suck you back into a relationship, whether that be direct, indirect, or something bizarre and in between. Do not rush back into a relationship. Number 2, take it slow. That's what we've been going over. Use what you've learned. Recognize red flags, because now you can. Now you can. Coming out of an abusive relationship, it opens your eyes. It lets you see things without that rose-colored glasses lens. You can now see people for who they are. And when they show you who they are, believe them. Believe them. Because they're showing you who they are. There are always red flags. There are always signs. Always. Guaranteed. They might be very small. They might be very hard to detect, but you now have the skills to protect yourself. You have the ability to recognize red flags and to walk away. This doesn't mean, that you necessarily have to leave at the first red flag, especially if it's a small one, but it gives you the opportunity to be on the side of caution, to take your time, to really, kind of like see what you can learn about this person. Really try to really get to know them before engaging. And if you need to walk away, be strong. You are strong. You're resilient. You're incredible. You're beautiful. Walk away. There will be someone healthy who will be nice to you, who will be worthy of your time. Because these harmful people are not worthy of your time. Oh, and part of that actually is tell yourself the truth. Do not make excuses. That is huge. Do not make excuses for toxic or abusive people. Do not make excuses. When they show you who they are, believe them, because that's the truth. If they're showing you they're toxic, if they're showing you they're harmful, if they're showing you that they're just mean, they are. Do not make excuses for them. Everyone has an off day, but there's a difference between an off day, which usually is just something minor. Maybe someone just says something in a snappy way or something, like once, and then maybe catches themselves, versus someone who just can't handle any amount of stress and will take it all out on you, will tell you you're a terrible person, will scream at you, will belittle you, will criticize you, will treat you like absolute garbage to make themselves feel better. There's a difference. Please tell yourself the truth. Tell yourself the truth about your abusive ex and do not go back. And tell yourself the truth about each new person that comes into your life. Everyone's different. Doesn't mean that everyone's a narcissist. That is not the way that it is. But that also doesn't mean that there can't be harmful or mean people that you will encounter. I have some crazy, crazy stories that I can tell that I'll probably make a short or whatever length story time video about, because I have some funny stories. Funny in retrospect. In the moment, I just felt very sad. But in retrospect, they're very funny because it's like, is this real life? But there'll be good examples too. There'll be great examples to kind of like give you a basis for, hey, these things are unacceptable and these things are seen a lot more often than you would expect. Step 3, know when to walk away and safeguard yourself with loved ones. Do not stay silent. If you have concerns, Keep your trusted loved ones involved. Keep them involved. There is such a thing as privacy in a relationship. I very much believe in that. I very much believe that what happens in the bedroom stays in the bedroom, unless you're really concerned and you're really scared and there's a problem and you're saying no and your partner's saying yes. Like, there's such a thing as privacy. There's such a thing as modesty. But there is also such a thing as do not stay silent if you are scared or if something is wrong. What I have done now in returning to the dating scene is with each person that I have met and loosely involved myself with, like every person I've tried to get to know and have not engaged with because I got to know them and went, oh, nope. Each person, I have kept my trusted loved ones inundated with every last detail about the person that I'm getting to know, because it helps you stay grounded in your truth and in your reality and in the truth of the situation. What I have learned to do, cannot stress this enough, learn to pick up and write down and record actions, behaviors, patterns. Tell those actions, behaviors, and patterns to your trusted loved ones. Don't, like, you can tell them how it made you feel, but it is advisable that you stick with the facts so that people can understand where you're coming from. People can understand the situation. You're not just saying, oh, I don't know, this person makes me feel this. That keeps you in check with your trauma too. That makes it so that your trauma is not clouding over your vision of people, because it's very possible that that could happen. But I want you to trust yourself, because that's what could trap you in an abusive relationship, is not trusting yourself. Trust yourself. Trust your intuition. But always, always, always write down or record somehow. And that doesn't mean film the person unless it's absolutely necessary, unless like they're attacking you or doing something without consent. I just mean writing things down, telling people, making a record of everything that's happening, so that if something really bad happens, now you've got all this evidence to back it up with. Save all of your evidence. If you have text messages that are nasty, save them. Do not delete them. Just don't look at them again because they're hurtful, but keep them. If you need the evidence, you have it. And safeguard yourself by telling people what you went through, but only trusted loved ones. Do not be telling everybody. Don't be, like I said, I waited a very, very long time to say anything about this. And the only reason I'm doing this is to protect others and to help others, so that you do not have to go through what I did, or maybe you can get out of a situation, or maybe you can have help healing so that you don't go back to an abusive situation. But do not go telling every single person that walks into your life. They will prey on you. They can and they will. That has happened to me, actually. I've made wrong judgment calls. I have trusted people that were not to be trusted in my healing, and it's a mistake. They will prey on that. They will make you their prey. Again, that's a story for another time. Make sure you are telling trusted individuals everything. Make sure if you have an urge to go back to your ex, talk to someone about it instead. Ask them for help. Ask them you need help convincing yourself not to. Do anything that will prevent you from going back or going with a new unhealthy person. Anything. Safeguard yourself. Step 4. Nurture yourself during this time. Have a life. Have your own life. Go after your dreams. Do things that make you happy. Have a balance. Have a job that can support you. Have a creative life or a passion life, whatever you're passionate about, that you are fully engaged with. You're doing something that fills you up every day. You're showing up for yourself. You're taking care of yourself. You're bathing. You're getting dressed. You're doing your makeup. You're eating. You're breathing. All the simple things that you can do to show up for yourself. See your friends and loved ones. Make sure you're spending time with people that care about you, that you care about. And make sure you have time to, yes, talk about what happened, but to have fun, to enjoy yourself, to enjoy your days, to focus on you. That person from your past is not important. They're in your past. That's your past. And while your past can help you learn, that is not all of you, that is not all of your life, they are irrelevant now. Now is the time to focus on you, on your healing, on what you love, on making your dreams come true, because you almost have lost a part of your life. Get it back, because you can. You're powerful. You're brave. You're resilient. You're beautiful. You're incredible. What is stopping you? Yourself. Don't let yourself stop yourself. Now you have all this time. You have a whole life ahead of you. Make it a life worth living, because it is. And you are a life worth living for. Treat yourself that way. Show up for yourself. And if you ever do feel, all the self-blame and the self-loathing and all the terrible things that come with being abused, if and when you feel those things, sit down and go back in your mind. Write things down. Go back to a time that you felt completely free. You felt completely self-actualized, like the best version of yourself, like you tapped into feeling, I am good enough. I'm great. I'm wonderful. And I'm free. Tap into times that made you feel that way. For me, it's times where I was performing and I felt more freedom than I have ever felt in my life. I have felt more proud of myself, more good about myself. I felt good enough. I felt like this is me. This is who I really am. Find those times for yourself and write down all of the positive, wonderful feelings that you felt in those times. Remind yourself, relive it in your mind. And once you do that, once you remind yourself, I am good enough. I love myself exactly the way I am. From there, live it. Build yourself up. Get ready. Get dressed for the day. Get out there and do what makes you you. Because there is only one you, and you are incredible. Do not let any abusive loser tell you anything else. They have no right to tell you that you aren't good enough. They have no right to abuse you, no right to treat you that way. You can do this. And I believe we are on to the final step. Don't give up, ever. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your life. Do not give up on love. It is scary getting back out there. It is. Anything worth anything is scary. Not abuse. Get back out there. Do what you've always wanted to do. Never give up on yourself. Never give up on your life. You have one life. It's time to start living for yourself. And, by the way, that does include love. Do not put all of your worth in having a relationship. Don't do that. But put your worth into yourself and in your life. If love is something that you want, it's about you. It's about you. A partnership is a partnership, and that's a whole other ideal. That is two people. But wanting love, not giving up on that, that is about you. You are putting yourself first by saying, I am worthy of love. I am ready for love. When you're healed, I am ready for love. Actual love, real love. I will accept nothing less than real love. Get out there. Do it for yourself. It is for yourself. You're worth it. And it'll be real. You have got this. Let's see. Yeah. Do not deny yourself of what you want in love, but don't chase. Never chase. Anyone that you have to chase is not worthy of your time. They are not worthy of your presence. They are not worthy of your energy. They are not worthy of your wonderful you. Find someone who both of you are making an effort. Both of you are interested in each other. Both of you are not playing baby games, because baby games, playing hard to get, that is toxic. That is toxic. You don't need to play games. If you are interested in someone and they're interested in you, you will come together like magnets. It will not be this over the top, a whole ordeal that doesn't even seem to make sense with the timeline, that makes you feel like you're traveling at the speed of light. Take your time. Get to know people. Safeguard yourself. Believe in yourself. Love yourself. Live for yourself. And never give up. You are so much more incredible than you think. You are a force. You are wonderful. Never, ever, ever let anyone tell you otherwise or believe otherwise. Always keep moving. Keep going. You will reach your dreams. Whether they be creative or whatever you're passionate about. Love. Everything combined. You will get there. As long as you believe in yourself. But if you do not believe in yourself, you'll never get anywhere. Believing in yourself and moving forward, never giving up, never letting go, you will achieve anything that you put your heart, mind, soul, self, everything to, because you are worthy, and you are incredible. Keep going. Thank you for sticking around, and I will see you very soon. Today, what I'm doing to make my dreams come true is I officially, am hired. I'm gonna be starting full-time work soon. I am in contact with my voice actors. I'm doing more voice testing on Wednesday. I am doing tons of planning for the Kickstarter, for next steps, for everything. I'm involving myself in everything. I'm getting everything done. I'm very excited. It's hard to coherently tell you the exact things, but I'm making steps. And I'm really happy, and I'm really excited, and I have plans to see friends, and I'm going out for karaoke again this weekend, and I'm going to a convention for 3 days, and I'm working with my voice actors this week, and we're hanging out and we're doing fun things. And like I said, just did the things to get hired, and I have an orientation tomorrow. So excited, making progress toward my dreams. You make sure you're making progress towards yours too. You will feel the mood shift. You'll feel elated. Doesn't mean you're gonna feel that way all the time. Of course you're gonna have down moments, but you'll survive and you'll be okay. Sit with the pain. Be okay with sitting with the pain. Heal. Get through it. Remind yourself you're amazing. Keep going. Thanks for sticking around. And please believe in yourself and never, ever, ever give up. I'll see you next time. Thanks for sticking around.